The NHL is about to have its most chaotic playoffs in years. And honestly, it's exactly what the league needed. Look at who's in right now. The Buffalo Sabres, the Utah Mammoth, Anaheim Ducks are back. These are not your usual playoff teams the last couple of years. Meanwhile, teams like Toronto, Washington, even the LA Kings are on the outside looking in. This isn't just a playoff race. This is a full-on power shift in the National Hockey League. And here's the scary part. Some of these new teams aren't just happy to be there. They're legit dangerous. The Sabres are red hot. Utah has one of the best wild card projections to make a run, and the East is completely wide open. We might be heading toward a Stanley Cup playoffs where the old guards get knocked out and they get knocked out early. And if that happens, it could completely reshape the league moving forward. So the question is simple. Are we watching the NHL change right in front of us, or will the stars like McDavid and McKinnon remind everyone who still runs this league? The big picture, though, Frank, new blood is starting to take over.
Yeah, we're officially inside 1 month to go until the Stanley Cup playoffs. And the biggest storyline right now is that this postseason is going to look very, very different. Teams like the Buffalo Sabres, Anaheim Ducks, Utah Mammoth, Columbus Blue Jackets are in positions to get in, while traditional powerhouses like the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Washington Capitals, Pittsburgh Penguins are barely holding on, and the LA Kings are either out or fighting for their lives. This is not just a great race to the playoffs. It feels more like a changing of the guard in the NHL right now.
Yeah, I'm going to start in the Western Conference as a Western Conference fan. I'll let you talk about the Eastern Conference as an Eastern Conference fan. But out West, it's a different story than what's going on in the East. The Colorado Avalanche and the Dallas Stars are absolute monsters out in the Western Conference. And whoever gets stuck playing them early, well, good luck to try to take on the Avs or the Stars. Meanwhile, the Utah Mammoth are one of the best wild card bets to make a run, and the Pacific is wide open compared to the Central. I mean, you look at this weekend, the Anaheim Ducks really capitalized because everybody else in the Pacific lost and continued to lose. Anaheim continues to play some very thrilling hockey. They won on Sunday night. Last minute, they had a lead early in the contest. They blew the lead. Then they had to rally back late. They won in overtime. And with how everything is playing out right now for the Anaheim Ducks and the Pacific Division, it's pretty fun to watch the Western Conference. But let's head out east.
Yeah, absolutely. The Eastern Conference has been just as fun. The Buffalo Sabres right now currently on an absolute heater at 9-1 in their last 10 games. They've played very, very good hockey as of late. A great change to see from what they have been. The Tampa Bay Lightning are still steady, but they're not the dominant team that they have been in years. And the Florida Panthers, who have been the guard in the Eastern Conference, back-to-back Stanley Cup champions, are sitting down in eighth place in the wild card. So they're more or less out of it. Wild card race is total madness right now. The Bruins, the Islanders, the Ottawa Senators, the Detroit Red Wings are all fighting for a spot. And the key right now is the Ottawa Senators still have life, but their schedule is absolutely brutal with most playoff teams left. They just beat the Islanders, I believe, on Friday night. And the Islanders did themselves a favor by beating the Columbus Blue Jackets over the course of the weekend as well.
Let's talk about some of the potential matchups that you might see in the playoffs and what matchups might be the best. We're lining up some incredible first-round possibilities. You could have the Stars take on the Wild, which feels like a conference final in round one. You could have the Avalanche take on the Sharks, Macklin Celebrini and Nathan McKinnon, must watch. Sabres and Canadiens, insane atmosphere, high scoring. Oilers and Kings again, pure chaos and memes, and you could potentially get the Ducks and the Predators. Messy, high-scoring, and unpredictable hockey.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, the way it sits right now, as of March 23rd, as we record this, it'd be Hurricanes, Islanders, the 1-8, Sabres, Blue Jackets, Lightning, Penguins, Montreal, and Boston in the Eastern Conference. In the West, the Colorado Avalanche and the Dallas Stars have already clinched their spots. It would be Colorado, Nashville, Dallas, Edmonton, Minnesota, Vegas, and then Anaheim, Utah, with Anaheim, your Quackers, getting the home ice advantage in that pairing as well as the number 4 seed at the moment.
Is this finally the year the NHL's middle class takes over? Because right now the league feels deeper than ever. The gap between contenders and wild cards is shrinking, and some of these new teams don't look scared at all. If you're a traditional power, this is the most dangerous playoff field we've seen in years.